is time. Welcome back, everybody. Sunday is here and it is Saturday evening at time of recording this. We closed the bidding yesterday afternoon for this, and we had how many entries, Ben?
984.
980. Is that a record? It practically is, isn't it? 984 of you. It is a cheeky midsummer one. We're not going to be doing these regularly. No. Not at all. No, honestly.
I have not stopped this week.
No, just getting it all collated. Even the way we did it, it was still quite a lot of work. But we've got a draw to do today, and somebody is going to win £350 worth of Wiha Tools with the Q-Tech multimeter. Thankfully and very kindly donated by our friends at RECON Electrical. I'll pop a link underneath to their website. They do lots and lots of stuff, and they do a little discount attached to our channel. So if you go there from that link, you can get a discount on what they sell. So if you want to buy any of this for yourself, if you're not the happy winner, then you can do, because the link's underneath. Right, before we do anything though, before we draw this, I want to show you a little something amazing and incredible that I discovered through happening upon something. It's getting complicated, so let's show them instead. Right, easier to show you rather than talk about it. Here we are. Now, in the week, I contacted Wiimoto and said to them, I need a speedo cable for my ZX-7R Street Fighter project, and they don't have one because obviously they're a 20-year-old bike now. You can go to the main dealer and get an OEM one, but that's going to cost you an arm and a leg, and that's if they're, at best, you'll get new old stock. So I wanted a new cable for it, and Slinky Glide do cables, and they will do a universal type cable, and they'll do a specific cable for it. I mean, most speedo cables, speedo and tacho drive cables, they are pretty universal. They'll go across most bikes, and there are only 3 end fittings. So I want to show you what they sent me instead. They said, look, we'll send you this, see what you think of it. It might just be a solution. The outer shroud, the actual cable that bolts end to end, as you'll see in Wednesday's video, is absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with it at all. What the problem is, this is the inner part. Now, have a look, Pen. Now this is the inner part of the cable, and it's started to corrode quite badly. The end of it's pretty corroded here, and I just don't want to go using that, because I've had this before where they've been sat for a long time and they just snap. All of a sudden you're using them and they'll just break. So I thought, can I replace just the inner part? Yes, you can. And this is what they sent me. This.
Oh,
do you remember those tins of peanuts as a kid? You open them up and
snake used to come out.
Snake jumps out. Yeah. Careful, eye protection. Right. So this is what they send you. You get, for your money, Slinky Glide Speedo Emergency Cable Repair Kit. Okay. Now there's my cable, kind of that long, and what you get, obviously it's universal because there's masses of it. One end, when you take a close look, one end, Pen. One end of it, as you can see, is squared off. So that goes in the Speedo drive down in the wheel, and the other end there is just round. And that's obviously the length. So all I will do is, there's the square end, put the square end together, measure down on my existing cable, come to, now it tells you to, in the instructions, let's just get this out, show what else you get for your money. There you go. Now you get 3 different little end ferrules on there, and my one is that one. So that's the one I'll be using there. And you get a little applicator tool to join it on the end. And it doesn't look much, but when you see the instructions, which are very comprehensive with the diagrams and photographs, extremely easy to use. There we go. Now all you do with it is, it says in the instructions, very, very clear, you measure the length from the square end, come along to the length, and where it is there, measure that, then take 16 mil, it says in there, take 16 millimeters off it. So obviously what it's getting you to do is cut it to the length minus the ferrule, get it to that point, and then chop it there. You can do it any number of different ways, either with just a pair of cutters, chop it there, or a chisel, or whatever it takes, just cut that through there. Once you've cut it to length, let's assume that's the length, this is how you do it. Quite simple. Come on in, Pen. You have a little ferrule on the end there. That just goes fitted on the end, simple. We then put that into the little applicator tool there, and you have a couple of options. You can either put that in a vise and just wind the vise up, and that profile there, that little notch, as you can see, that will press it into shape. If we take a look at the standard one here, if you look at that end, that is all they've done at the factory. They've actually just squeezed that on there with 4 sides. It's got 4 little flat sides. So this little piece of plate metal that they give you, that's all you need. Simple. So it works with the other 2 ferrules as well. All you do is drop them in, and they sit up against the notch like that. Pop that in, and then squeeze that in a vise. Same goes for the other one. Pop that in there, pop that in there, whoops, and again squeeze that neatly in a vise. You could probably do one there, so it's squeezed full length. Now, if you haven't got a vise handy and you're doing this roadside, because let's face it, it's an emergency repair kit, there's no reason. It does also say you can tap it with a hammer as well. But again, if you don't have a hammer on your bike and you're just roadside, even stout pair of pliers, good whack on that is going to give that enough pinch. Remember, when your cables are spinning, they're held in place each end. They're screwed into the speedo and screwed into the drive at the bottom. So that ferrule itself is not pulling that way, it's just the turning process. So when you pinch that down, that will grip hold of it and it'll spin. There we are. So there, little applicator tool, choice of 3 ferrules to match your bike, universal speedo repair kit. So that's the first one. And while I was at it, they said, oh, we've got the other one. We've got a clutch cable universal repair kit and throttle cable. Would you like it? So when I saw how much they were, I had the whole lot. So let's bung them in there. And I'll be doing that for this cable on the fighter build shortly. So I'll show you it actually being done. I just haven't measured it perfectly yet. Right, this is the other one. Now this, obviously here, you get, this is universal, remember? It's a universal emergency repair kit for clutch cables and speedo cables. So if we look in here, yeah, mind your eyes.
Yeah, again.
Boing, boing, there we are. And oh, you also get, boing. Eye protection is advised. Oh,
it's alive.
It is alive, right, there we are. So that's what you get for your money. You get 2 cables, and as far as I remember, lengthwise, let's just check them out. That's as near as damn it 6 foot long, and even with 8 bangers, that's going to be alright. That's going to do it, isn't it? Should do. And as you can see here, you get a little collection of different end ferrules for your particular cable. So that one there, I haven't seen these, I love these. Look. It's one of these ones that you just push, where is it? Push the cable through and then do up the nut. And that will get you home. That will hold. Obviously do it up nice and tight. All this sort of thing relies on you having a few tools with you, and even the toolkit that comes under the seat, completely standard on most older bikes. That's the little one in the black plastic envelope. Even that will have a little spanner on that. What's that, 8mm I reckon? We've all got an 8mm in. Do that up nice and tight. That will fit into where the clutch cable goes, and that will get you home until you can get yourself a proper genuine cable and replace it. Same goes for the throttle cables as well. You get a thinner one there, that's the throttle cable, measure it to length, fit the ferrules as you do. So I love it, absolutely love that. That's the sort of thing you just can't afford not to have. I love it. Let's put it in.
Handy if you're travelling.
Yeah, I'm just thinking the guys that the adventure bike guys, well, most of these modern adventure bikes are all hydraulics, but when it comes to this throttle, I still think there's cables going on out there. So that goes in the box. I love the little tub it comes in as well. Obviously, be a little bit careful.
Yeah.
And it depends what your particular cable's got, but they give you a good selection of different ferrules there that you can fit for yourself. And I'm sure that you can do that without me showing you how to demonstrate every single one. So bung them in there. Nice little kit. And the best part of this, the best part, is the price. The reason I bought that, even though I don't need it, that's going under the seat of my Harley, out of the way in case I ever need it. That one and that, the same price, £5.60 each. From
Bargain.
Bargain or what? Literally, those two, 11 quid. Job done. I can't believe it. I stick a link underneath, like I said. For 5 quid, they're worth a punt. Honestly, you couldn't not have that. That will get you out of trouble, get you home, etc. Now, if you want the outer shroud as well, that's just the inner core of each cable. That's throttle, clutch, and speedo, and tacho. So you've got the inner core of all those relevant cables. If you want the outer shroud as well, they do universal kits that contain the outer shroud part. That's the big long thick piece that screws in the ends with all the different screw-on end ferrules. They do those, they're about 12 or 14 pounds for each one of those. Or they also do universal or cables to fit different particular bikes, so just contact me if you do. Well, yeah. Should we do a prize drop?
Yeah, that was cool.
That was cool. Let's do a prize drop. Okay.
This is the exciting bit.
This is the exciting bit. So what you're going to win, if you are the person pulled out, is this little lot here. We have a set of 6 screwdrivers with the micro finish handles. That's the ones that grip even if your hands are oily. Set of 6 T-bar Allen keys, metric sizes. a little stubby screwdriver with 6 heads in the handle, a Q-Tech multimeter. I think you've seen those. I put a link in the last video. They are absolutely amazing and very easy for us to use who aren't electricians. A bit buddy, which contains a little screwdriver head bits for your power driver, and of course, best of all, a set of 5 Wiha cutters and pliers that pretty much will cover everything you'll need. And that lot together, generously donated by RECON Electrical, was £350. So thanks guys, we really appreciate that sponsorship of our summer draw. Thank you so much. Right, shall we draw a winner?
Yeah, can I first of all just say thank you to all the people that emailed the kind words. I did read everyone, believe it or not.
Yeah, that's right.
Just under 1,000 emails.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I did randomly reply to some.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I hope that made your day.
Yeah, absolutely. I think so. It's nice to hear from you. Thank you for all the amazing support. It really is something. It's nice to engage with people outside and to give you a little something back. Whoever wins this is going to be very happy. Those are tools that will last you an absolute lifetime.
Yeah.
Right, come on, draw a winner.
They're all in here.
All in there. Shake them up, shake them up. Dig deep, right down to the bottom.
So I'll go like this.
So like this. One winner. There can be only one.
Good luck.
Good luck. Okay, who we got? Okay, the winner is Will McKinnon from Leeds. There we go.
Wow, well done, Will.
Will McKinnon from Leeds. Congratulations, Will. Congratulations, and thank you to everybody else for entering. Thank you so much. I mean, nearly 1,000 entries and only one prize to give away, so it was a long shot, but thank you so much. Congratulations, Will. We will be in touch with you. We have your email, and as soon as we get in touch, we'll get these in the post to you as quick as we can. I want to say one other thing that is extremely important in these current times, and that is your information. Each and every one of you sent us an email. Within that email was your address and your name. And we can assure you, absolute hand on heart, that from this afternoon or from this evening when we get back to the house, every one of your emails will be totally and permanently deleted. None of your information will be kept whatsoever, so that we completely conform with data protection.
Yes, correct.
Excellent. Correct.
Thank you.
There we are. Thank you to everyone. Anything else to say?
Oh, thank you for all the lovely messages. I had messages from all over the world.
Certainly did.
Even Nairobi.
Nairobi.
Amazing.
An incredible place as well. It staggers us sometimes where we are viewed from. I don't think there's a country some countries we've never even heard of. And we'll never forget, of course, Pico Island.
Pico Island.
Some places we have to look up. It's just incredible. So thank you so much for that. I think that's done, don't you?
Thank you.
There we are. Take it easy.
Well done, Will.
Well done, Will. We'll be in touch, my friend. Ride safe. Take it easy, everyone. And we'll see you in the week for more fun and games on the Fighter Build.